Well, change of plans. You know me. I mean, I'm always changing my plans. So the plan is to just go ahead and make a new little tiny house here, which is 8 foot, and then we'll do the 5 foot, and then for the 5 foot coming back, which I'm going to make like a sun porch, I'm just going to tear that all apart. You know, the way I look at it is, you know, I've been in that, I've lived in that for 11 months. Doesn't owe me a nickel, even if it burnt it right up the way it is. Doesn't owe me anything. So if I can take all the tin off it, and I've got a bunch of other stuff in there, and I can just keep working on taking it all apart and utilize some of the stuff. I'm going to put a little peaked roof on here, with a, you know, from there and all the way kind of down here. Then it's going to be peaked this way and down that way. I did sell the Black Beauty. I sold it to a guy that wanted to repair it, and he liked it because it was so clean. It was a Florida truck. So I got rid of that. I picked this up for 700 bucks. A little bit of a trusty old rusty, but for $700, it's four-wheel drive, it works and everything, and it's all right. It's good enough for what I need. So anyway, that is the plan, to put that on there in a tiny house. One thing is, you know, if I get this all done, I can, you know, I can turn around and sell this for $5,000-$6,000 and probably get it, you know. So anyway, that's kind of the plan. And we'll utilize the windows that we had here, and there's a couple 2x10s. I'll use those for the rafters, and some of the all that around the bottom, that'll end up taking and putting that on here. And yeah, it'll work out really good. And then for a floor in here, I'm going to use some pallet wood. We've got about 10 pallets laying around, and I'll take them all apart and kind of work on a pallet floor or something. And you know, we'll insulate it, and I don't know, there'll be more room in it. It'll be a little better set up, and you know, it could be a possibility to actually live in that, you know, out in Bozeman, Montana for the winter for working. So we'll see. So I'm going to keep working on that, and you know, I figure I can, for $500, I can have everything, you know, and then spend a couple months kind of trimming it out and insulating it, you know, and everything's square, everything's tight, everything's new. You know, it's just a better way to do it, I think. So that's what we're up to. Well, we got all the walls more or less up. Got to finish this little piece here, and we're all the way around. We got to give it a, I'm going to put a coat of paint on it. I'm going to put one window here. I'm going to put another window here, and then nothing on this side, because that's going to be more or less the bunk. And we can kind of give you a little bit of a rundown on it. There's going to be there'll be the bunk here. Be a little desk angled here. Probably nothing here for now. This here, this little wall, and this is going to be like a closet, and then we'll have a 7-foot bed, and then back here is going to be the extension to come out and come down here, and then this is going to be a kind of a basically like a sun porch is my plan. I'm going to kind of stay to that. Going to be a big window here, big window on the other side, a nice screen door here, one of the all-season screen doors, and then no window there. So you'll have a lot of, and then it's going to be a little bit of a peaked roof, so the rain will come off, and we'll do a steel roof. Probably the same stuff here, but we'll do longer, and then extend it down and do it that way, and then we'll insulate the hell out of it, and yeah, it should be nice. Then we'll do a nice, you know, floor in here. Maybe the screened in porch part will be something different, and then this will be something different, maybe pallet wood there, and maybe there'll be just you know, some pine or something going this way or something, then burn it or something, and maybe stain it or I mean varnish it or something. So yeah, that should be, I think that should be pretty cool. I think it'll be a really neat little tiny house. Be basically about 6 foot by 15 foot. Okay, progress continues. We've got a window in here, and as I said, there's going to be a couple of silhouettes down here. So we ended up getting what I wanted to do, the cedar down all the way around here. And then, like I said, there'll be some big windows that will go in here and on the other side, and then a cool like French door here. And then we'll build this on a hinge, probably, where a board will come down, and then when I'm traveling I can put the board up and then secure it so the windows don't get broken. And then of course we got the other windows in here. Now we took them this time, and I like them a lot better this way. I like them this way. They look more traditional. I just replaced the windows, or used the windows and just reused them. As you can see, this goddamn bomb went off, but I'll keep picking away and just keep utilizing all this lumber. And so now it's kind of buttoning this up and try and get the next roof part done. This is going to be all this stuff. Tongue and groove, I'll run that up, and that'll get painted different, because this isn't going to be a beach shack kind of thing. It's going to be more of a rustic look, more cabiny, I guess, if you want to call it that. But anyway, that's what we're kind of doing. And as they say with me, the plans change all the time. Everybody always says, man, do you have plans for this stuff? I don't. I just kind of wing it and put it together and kind of figure it out as I go. But the next thing is to get this roof all tightened down and kind of buttoned up and secured, and then I'm gonna try and somewhat extend here. And I might use some of this tin. I don't know. This is going to get some real heavy steel down the road when I can afford it. The heavy steel's like $35 a sheet, so it's like $300-400 for the roof, and I can use this stuff and it'll work fine for now. I just don't have a ton of money to put into it, so I mean, you can build these, like I said, the ones that are $60,000, they didn't splurge on anything, and they didn't really get it was all brand new stuff. So that's where we're at. We got a little, the little step here going up there. It'd be nice to put a window in here, and I don't know, I think with the two big windows on either side, I think we're going to be fine. I'd like to put a counter there, and here, kind of a horseshoe, and then over here I can sit in my beach chair or whatever, and maybe and then on that counter there I can sit by a lake or a river or a stream or ocean or whatever the heck you want to call it, and I can sit there and do my internet and just writing or whatever I do, and it's just kind of that inspiration thing. I love the windows. I'd build the whole thing out of windows if I could do it, but it's I gotta have a little bit of privacy. So anyway, I'm gonna try and get this buttoned up some more, and it quit raining today. It rained hard for about 3 hours, and there's a break in it, so I'm going to try and keep plugging away. And I've got some repurposed windows that I think I'm going to go get. The guy just sent me a message and told me I can come and check them out. They're basically 4 feet by 5 feet, which is perfect. And it'd be 2 of them. They're $100 $50 a piece. So maybe I can get them a little bit less, but they slide up and down this way, kind of just like this. But they're too, I would love to put in sliding glass door windows here, but they're too long and they won't fit this. So, but anyway, that's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a great little tiny house. I think it's gonna be really cool. I think it's gonna draw a lot of attention and stuff. And people talking about wind resistance. Well, you don't build these things for gas mileage, that's for damn sure. That's just not how it's going to happen. If you have a trailer or anything like that, you still have the same thing in wind resistance. They're even a little higher. Mine's a little bit shorter. I made it just enough for me, 6 foot. I'm 5'10", so 5'11", right in that ballpark. So I've got, I'm fine. So anyway, I got to get back to this.